Welcome to Excel Magic Trick number 1033. Hey, if you want to download this workbook, click on the link below the video. Oh, wow, this is such a cool video. I love hanging out on our Excel online team. Mr. Excel and I published the Duel, Mr. Excel, Excel is Fun Trick 134. And then this person at YouTube posted an idea about how to do it a different way in the comment section of videos. Now, in that video, we have products in this column and then subproducts. And our goal was to get to this. The product listed by itself and then with all the subproducts. And then the next product listed by itself and then subproduct. So Mr. Excel did VBA. I did some horrible formula. In this one, we want to use an old trick that's been around forever. And I've seen all sorts of people do it, and I've never done a video on it. Mr. Excel, Mike Alexandra, Deborah from Contextures. Oh, totally amazing. Actually, someone in the comments even pointed out one of Deborah's videos. It's PivotTable and multiple consolidated ranges. Now, the thing is, in 2007, 10, and 13, you don't have direct access to it. But we can get to the old PivotTable dialog box. It's a 3-step dialog box. Unless you do multiple consolidated ranges, then it is 4 steps. We can get to that with a keyboard shortcut. Now, here's the thing. When we do that, it's going to be quite cool. It'll spit out a table much easier than the formula or VBA. But we are going to have to be clever about getting this first one without a subproduct. So I'm just simply going to insert a column here. Right-click Insert, and then call this actually, I'm going to copy this, Control-C, because I want this to say subproduct 1. And then I'm going to copy it over, and that'll give me up to subproduct 7. So this will show up in our table. Now, here's the trick. The keyboard shortcut to open up the old PivotTable 3-step wizard is Alt-D-P. You can also add a button, the old 3-step wizard, if you know how to do your quat. Right-click, customize quat. But here it is. We're going to say multiple consolidated ranges. I'm going to click OK. Here, I'm going to create my page fields. That's like report fields in newer versions. But we're not really going to do anything. But we need to click that. The next one, we're going to highlight our range, the entire table, Control-Shift-Down arrow. And we're going to make sure it says 0, because we don't need any page fields. And click Next. And then we'll create it on New Sheet. By the way, back, this is cool. It says 2B up here. And then back, it says 2A. So there's really 4 steps. But that old wizard was cool. It had 2A and 2B. All right, I'm going to click Finish. And there's our whole table, and there's that blank column. But here's the thing. If I can get my field list to show up, you uncheck row and column, and it's just left with one summarization cell. Looks like there's 600 total. You double click it, and this is true of all pivot tables. If you double click, it shows you the source data. So you double click and boom, look at that. Is that amazing? You know, if you knew all the keyboard shortcuts for this, this would be a lot faster than typing out VBA code or that formula. But there's still one last step. We need that whole column, but there it is. We have 7 of those with an empty cell and subproducts. So we simply come over here and call this something like New List equals, and we'll join this. Oh, wait a second. We right here don't want to join anything because there's an empty. But down here, we need to join that with a dash. So I'm going to join this to the if function. And then we're going to say if this cell right here equals double quote, double quote. That's the syntax for either empty cell or null text string. It'll work fine just right here. So if it's empty, then what do I want to join? Comma. The value of true would be double quote, double quote. The syntax for nothing. Otherwise, please give us in double quotes, space, dash, space, end double quote, ampersand, and the subproduct. close parentheses, Control Enter. Now, I'm going to delete this for a second because it's easier to just double click. Double click, and I guess it's not going down. Now, I don't know why my double click isn't working. CD. I suppose I could add this to the table. I don't know why it's not working. I'm sure there's a reason. Right click, insert. And then F4 to repeat. F4. I'm just going to point to type new list here, and it will think I want a new table column. I'm going to copy this formula here. Control C, Control V, and then it should just auto-populate, and it doesn't. Let me point to this and say override all cells in this column with the formula. Control down arrow, and there we have it. Absolutely amazing. It is cool to hang out with our online Excel team. We'll see you next video.